Hello and welcome to another update video about Polygon MATIC. Just focusing on the shorter time frame here because we are really at a key decision point here. With Polygon MATIC, it just resembles here in the very short term the Bitcoin and Ethereum structures, the microstructures which we currently have seen develop over the holidays here. However, the overall chart structure is completely different to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I'm always talking about, correlations, they are temporary in nature. They sometimes do work, they sometimes don't work. Correlations aren't really a rule. So you can't really, or you can only hardly use them for trading. But here in the very short term, it really resembles the Bitcoin Ethereum count in the very short term as an ABC, where we're looking at the C wave to the upside, which would result in a dip to the downside afterwards, taking us lower, probably into the 60-cent region, maybe even lower. But what is so interesting here is that we are running against this resistance that I mentioned to you now, or have mentioned to you for a few days, between 80.5 and 81 cents basically. And this is based on the assumption that we are in a larger decline, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of that just in a wave 3, which would be another wave 4 and another wave 5. So but in the very short term, in this wave 2, there is now some short-term upside potential. We talked about that down here, that there is some short-term upside potential, and it seems to have completed now a 1-2 setup. I can't rule out that we will make another lower dip in the wave 2 here, but certainly at the moment, this looks like an A, B, C pattern complete, and we could rally now in a third wave to the upside. Bear in mind, this is not a bullish view. This is only short-term bullish. Very short term, and that third wave could take us to around 84.5 cents before the wave 5 could take us all the way up to 88 cents roughly. I mean, all the wave 5 needs to do is to push a little bit above the wave 3 high, so be aware of that. But yeah, it is this resistance area. If we have a breakout above that level, I think it takes us to 84.5. We have currently here this ascending triangle, so a break below that triangle would indicate it might not be working out, but as long as we're holding above this ascending trend line, be aware there's a good chance that this is going to break to the upside, especially as ascending triangles are more often than not breaking to the upside. It's a pattern currently that here is pretty much in line with my Elliott Wave count, and it would not be a substantial breakout. We wouldn't rally in a new bull run most likely, but we could put some short-term upside in place here. And surely, I mean, within this wave 3, you will have on the nano scale another 1-2 setup. So why not make another dip down, hold the ascending trend line, something like this, and then go through? What we're doing here is a so-called breakout build-up phase where we're making higher lows and we're pushing and pushing. We couldn't really, especially with this last push against the ceiling here, we couldn't push through. But we're getting closer, and the last rejection here wasn't very strong. We've now put another nano higher low in, so let's see if we can do that over the course of today or tomorrow, push through it, and then if we get above the, most resistance is probably here around the 80.5 cent level. I just included the 81 cent level because we have a few wicks here, but it's mainly 80.5. If you get above that level, that could be a nice rally to the upside. Not too much volume over these throughout these days here, but certainly an interesting setup here that we should keep an eye on. But it would probably, in terms of trading this long, there's probably not too much in there, but maybe then looking at the short trade in the wave 3, because the wave 3 should be quite a bearish move after we've seen some more upside here. So it's certainly something interesting, something I will observe over the next few days, but that is certainly an interesting setup. And there is one more resistance level before reaching that 84.5 cent level, and that is the swing high here from the 18th of December at around 82.5 cents. And then somewhere in here, we should find the turnaround to the downside. This is, by the way, based on Fibonacci retracement levels of the wave 1. So I can also give you more specifically these levels where you can actually see in numbers these retracement levels that will be relevant if we move up. We've got here 85 cents, then 87 and 90. So at one of these levels, preferably, we are going to find serious resistance and will turn around to the downside. Okay, and this is my update about MATIC. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.